join us for heat of the Island Challenge Cup. University of Bristol versus University of Virginia. University of Bristol came through the qualifiers on the top of your screen versus one of the powerhouses of college rowing from Virginia, USA.
Here we go. Virginia have taken out a very high stroke rate there, haven't they? Definitely seen them out training and really shifting around some pretty intense sessions I've seen.
Yeah, they've got a huge program, Virginia. I've rowed with many international rowers who've gone across there and come back and rowed in the national team with us. They churn out international athletes, and we have one of our international coxes, Morgan Benham-Williams, gone out there to be a coach for these crews now. So they know what they're doing.
Yeah, and look at how they're pushing through the middle of the stroke. You can just see their legs go down with such power. It's like they're trying to sort of stamp those foot plates and break them.
Yeah, they've taken a length lead over University of Bristol. I think, again, you have that kind of juxtaposition here, one of these dominant college crews in the American college system versus University of Bristol, who've done a great job to get into this event. They had to go through qualifiers last Friday, the jubilation in the boat tents when you do qualify, and then it's onto the real deal, the regatta.
Definitely that, like being at the qualifiers on Friday, you see so many dreams get made. People do dream of racing at this regatta. It is something so unique. I'd say it's like a rower's pilgrimage now to be at Henley Royal Regatta.
And you had to actually qualify last week, didn't you?
Absolutely did, and it's getting harder and harder to qualify with all of these, record entries. We're seeing lots of events where there's sort of 50 entries coming down to 5 at the qualifying races. But Bristol did it, and they're still rowing fantastically well here. Really smooth strokes.
And Bristol won yesterday. They beat University College Dublin, so they've come here, they've won a race, they've put up a great show. But University of Virginia, those famous orange oars, looking pretty dominant as you come through the middle section of this race. Coached by Kevin Sawyer. He's a famous rowing coach on the collegiate system. Many a rower has gone on to have national representation from Virginia, and a lot of them, a lot of the time, really go back and they quote Kevin as being one of their huge influences on their rowing career. So a huge program, a juggernaut of collegiate rowing, and right now they're showing that coming down the Henley course on this Buckinghamshire station in the lead.
Yeah, I really like that aggression that's going on in the University of Virginia 8. It really is solid underwater, isn't it? But the US university rowing is massive, isn't it? It's almost as big as their football, especially in the women's.
Yeah, Title 9 meant that the share of funds going to women's sport had to be the same as men's, and it really benefited the women's system. It really didn't benefit me because I had to race against lots of the American women's eights that benefited from that. But here, I'm sure it means a lot to these crews racing on Independence Day, 4th of July. Welcome if you're getting up early and watching this in Virginia. You're seeing a great display of university college rowing in this crew. We've got special lycras there made just for the event.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool lycra, isn't it? They knew that we had these reverse shot cameras and could show that one off. That's fantastic.
They came ready, and they're going to get to hopefully wear them for another day, unless the University of Bristol have got something else up their sleeve.
Now, how's that going to be feeling in the University of Bristol boat? You've been racing already for 1,500 metres. You have a couple of minutes left of racing. It's tough, but they are still going at it, aren't they?
Well, it's a big step for the different universities to actually come and race here, especially when you're looking at class crews coming from around the world to race in this event, to qualify and get that place and actually beat a crew yesterday. I'd say it's a pretty good job done by University of Bristol. Now they go back to the drawing board. How do we get to the next day? But Virginia looking strong.
Yeah, and that's it. When you come through the qualifying races, you're often pitched up against crews that have already qualified or even been selected by the stewards. So you're kind of up against it from the start, and you've had to do an extra race.
But there they come across the finish line. University of Virginia led from the start in the heat of the Island Challenge Cup. And they definitely work there, but it's a win in the Island Challenge Cup for University of Virginia of the University of Bristol.